The recruits were already laughing before the old man even reached the gate. His hands trembled slightly as he adjusted his cap, the faded brim casting a shadow over eyes that had once seen battlefields most of them couldn't even imagine. His jacket sleeves were rolled up in the summer heat, revealing a tattoo on his forearm, ink that had lost its sharp edges, stretched and blurred with age. To the young recruits, it looked almost comical, some relic of a time they thought no longer mattered. They didn't know what it meant. They didn't know what it had cost. Before I tell you what happened next, tell me in the comments where you're watching from. I love knowing who's listening. The old veteran heard their chuckles, soft at first, then louder, bold enough that one of the boys whispered, "Look at that. Some outdated eagle or something." The others stifled laughter, as though mocking him were a kind of initiation rite, but the man didn't scold them. He simply walked forward, each step measured, each breath steady. Inside, though, his chest ached. Not from weakness, but from memory. That tattoo wasn't decoration. It was a story, carved in ink and pain. A silent record of brothers lost, of nights spent under foreign skies, of courage etched forever on his skin. The recruits couldn't know that. Not yet as the veteran entered the hall, the room shifted. Conversation hushed. Laughter faded into the heavy silence of anticipation. A SEAL commander had arrived, tall, broad-shouldered, his presence carrying the weight of years in service. His eyes scanned the room like a man accustomed to command. The recruits straightened instinctively, discipline replacing mockery. Then, his gaze fell on the old man. Something flickered there. Recognition. Respect. And for a moment, the commander seemed to forget the room full of watching eyes. He stepped forward, boots striking with precision against the polished floor, until he stood directly before the veteran. The recruits leaned in, confused. The old man lowered his head slightly, as though bracing himself for yet another moment of dismissal. But what happened next stunned everyone. The commander raised his hand, sharp, deliberate, and gave the old veteran a salute. Gasps rippled through the recruits. Their laughter was gone now, replaced by the stillness of realization. One of them whispered, almost to himself, "Who? Who is he?" The commander spoke, voice steady but heavy with meaning. "This man," he said, "was part of a unit that never broke. When the odds were impossible, they held the line. That tattoo isn't ink. It's history. It's sacrifice. It's the reason men like me even have the privilege to stand here today." The recruits' faces shifted, shame, awe, even pride. Their eyes dropped, no longer mocking, but searching, learning. The old man's chest rose and fell slowly, his eyes wet with the sting of memories too deep to share. Yet in that moment, he wasn't invisible anymore. The silence broke with something unexpected. Applause, soft at first, then louder, filling the hall until the air trembled with it. Young men who had just minutes before ridiculed him now stood to honor him. And the veteran? He didn't smile widely or bask in their attention. He simply nodded once, quietly, because he knew the salute and the respect it carried was enough that in that hall, a line was drawn. Between ignorance and understanding. Between mockery and honor. And the recruits who had laughed would never forget the weight of that salute or the man who carried it. Because kindness doesn't vanish. It waits, and it finds its way back. And sometimes, all it takes is a single gesture, a single salute, to turn laughter into reverence. If this story moved you, share your thoughts below, and don't forget to subscribe for more stories like this one. Your voice helps keep these moments alive.